from the Mechanicsville branch of the Pamunkey Regional Library. For today's early learning activity, I wanted to share some yoga poses with you. Introducing yoga at an early age teaches children to focus on the movement of the body and the breath. And yoga gives our busy brains a break, making the practice great for improving concentration and memory, and especially during story time. You do want to make sure you're practicing yoga in a quiet, clutter-free space to help calm your mind. You can sit on a mat or a blanket if you prefer, but I'm just going to do it here today on this carpet. The first thing we're going to do is practice some deep breathing. We're going to breathe in for 4 counts and then out for 4 counts, like this. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Can you do that with me one more time? In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now that we've got our breathing down, let's start with some light stretches. We're going to use our deep breaths for each stretch. So you're going to go ahead and stand up with me if you're not already doing so. You're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. And first we're going to stretch over our right shoulder. So in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to stretch over our left shoulder. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to reach down to our left foot. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to go to our right foot. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Good job on your breathing. You can practice this breathing wherever you are at any time, and you're going to keep practicing in this 4-count pattern. In for 4, out for 4, wherever you like. This breathing is also useful for children to help you through times of worry, anxiety, or stress. I like to do one yoga pose when I teach story time, but today I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite poses. The first we're going to do is warrior pose. So you're going to stand like we're standing, sideways with your legs wide apart and your hands on your hips. Can you do this like me? Okay. Now you're going to turn your right leg so that it faces away from you. So I've turned my leg. Okay. And your left foot is still facing forward. Now you're going to bend your right knee a little bit so it's over the top of your ankle. And as you breathe in, lift your arms out over the side so they make a straight line. Then you're going to look at the middle finger on your front hand. And we're going to hold this pose for our 4 counts again. And as you're doing this, you're going to think, I am strong and powerful. So in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to switch this pose and do it on the other side. So I'm going to turn this foot forward, this foot out, that slight bend in my knee, arms up. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now this pose is also sometimes called the surfer pose because I kind of look like I'm surfing. All right, my next pose is going to be the triangle pose. Why do you think I'm going to do a triangle pose? Because we're going to look like a triangle, that's right. So again, we're going to stand with our feet wide and our arms stretched out straight. And we're going to turn that right foot sideways again like we did in warrior pose. And now we're going to tip our upper body at the waist. And do you see this triangle I'm making right here? We're going to hold this pose. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to come up, take a deep breath, and we're going to go down to the other side. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Great job! Did you see those triangles you made? All right. Our next pose that we're going to do is called tree pose. This one involves a little bit more balance. Make sure you don't hurt yourself, be careful. We're going to stand with our feet straight below our hips. Imagine your left foot is planted firmly in the ground like a tree's roots. Balancing your left leg, you're going to bring your right foot up to your thigh. So balancing can be tricky, but you can give it a try. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Sweep your arms up above your head like branches. Interlace your fingers, palms up, and stretch tall. And breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. out, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna try this pose again with our left foot. Now notice I couldn't keep my balance. It's okay to put your foot down. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We're gonna try that again. So bring my foot up to my thigh, my hands to heart center, raise them up, palms out, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Great job. So now we're gonna move into some floor poses. So if you wanna go ahead and have a seat. So now that we're seated, we're gonna do butterfly pose. So the soles of my feet are touching. You're gonna gaze straight ahead. We're gonna rest our hands on our shoulders and your butterfly wings spread. And we're gonna breathe in for 4 and out for 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And for an extra stretch, we're just gonna flap those butterfly wings. See, do I look like a butterfly? Okay. So our last pose we're gonna do today is called cat pose. How many of you have a cat at home? I have 2 cats. So I like to do cat pose. We are gonna do that one on all 4s. So you're gonna be down on your knees and on your hands. And there's 2 ways to do this one. So the first, we're gonna arch our back up like a scared cat and hold that for our breaths. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And relax your back. Now the other one is you're gonna stick your foot out like a cat's tail, straight out like that. And can you hold that? In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now yoga's all about balance, so now we have to do the other side. So your other leg up. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Good job, everybody. Thanks for joining me for some Storytime Yoga. See you next time. Bye.